Roy and Amp H.G. are an Australian comedy duo, comprising Greig Pickhaver in the role of H.G.Nelson, and John Doyle as Rampaging Roy Slaven. Their act is an affectionate but irreverent parody of Australia's obsession with sport. The characters are based on archetypes in sports journalism. Nelson, the excitable announcer; Slaven, the retired sportsman turned expert commentator. In his 1996 book Petrol, Bait, Ammo and Amp Ice, Pickhaver summarized the duo's comedic style as making the serious trivial and the trivial serious. This sporting life was added to the National Film and Sound Archives Sounds of Australia registry in 2013. Roy and H.G.'s Mardi Gras of medals, their coverage of the 2016 Olympic Games, was broadcast on Triple M Radio and was also made available as a podcast. Radio. Doyle and Pickhaver wrote and hosted the live, improvised, and satirical radio program This Sporting Life on Triple J from 1986 to 2008. They also broadcast annual live commentaries of the NRL and AFL Grand Finals and the Melbourne Cup. Commentaries for all three matches of Rugby League's annual State of Origin series are also broadcast, and they have also broadcast live commentaries of other major events, including the bicentennial celebrations on the 26th of January 1988 and the 2007 Australian federal election. They also provided a half-hour coverage of the 2008 Beijing Olympics every weekday under the guise of the Golden Ring Show. They left Triple J in 2008 and, from the 12th of January 2009, presented the drive time program The Life on the Triple M network, on Mondays and Fridays. In 2011, The Life show was cut to Fridays only, with the last episode broadcast on the 25th of November 2011. Television. ABC. After several years on radio, Roy and Amp H.G. transferred the radio show's format to a series of ABC television shows, including Blah Blah Blah, This Sporting Life, the Logie Award-winning Club Buggery and its success of the Channel 9 show, Planet Norwich and the Memphis Trousers Half Hour. UK. In 1997, the duo featured in an ad campaign for Foster's Lager in the United Kingdom, featuring the recurring tagline, "Tickle it, you riggers." The British profile increased. They subsequently appeared as recurring guests on the 1998 BBC One series, The Ben Elton Show, a stand-up variety show fronted by Elton, but also featuring the return of Ronnie Corbett's armchair monologue in a regular slot, and a different musical guest each week. 7 Network. After transferring to the commercial 7 Network in the late 1990s, they presented When Roy and Amp H.G.'s Money, an unsuccessful adaptation of the U.S. hit Win Bernstein's Money. They later succeeded with higher-rating shows The Monday Dump and The Nation Dumps. The biggest hit was undoubtedly the top-rating commentary interview television program The Dream with Roy and H.G., featuring their own special outlook on the event. The Dream was followed by 3 spin-offs, The Ice Dream, The Cream, and more recently The Dream again for the Athens 2004 Olympics. During The Ice Dream they launched a bid for the Winter Olympics to be held at Smigan Holes. In the humorous Smigan Holes 2010 Winter Olympic bid with suggested slogans, Unleash the Mighty Mongrel, Winter Wonder Down Under, and If You've Got the Poles, We've Got the Holes. Dream-style coverage of the 2006 FIFA World Cup, called The Dribble, mit H.G. and Roy, was streamed via the internet. Roy and Amp H.G.'s sports shows were filmed in front of a live studio audience, segments including discussion between the two characters, interview with athletic guests and pre-recorded sports commentary. The humor of the duo's sports commentary came from the mock serious tone which belied the innuendo and invented terminology that they used to describe the on-screen action. The pair would state fictitious facts about the competitors' occupations, histories and personalities. Roy and Amp H.G. would also describe fictitious aspects of the competition venues, such as the so-called Gobbler's Gulch section of the Salt Lake City luge track. Roy and Amp H.G. were not selected by Channel 7 to cover the Beijing Olympics because of security concerns and a belief by Channel 7 management that the style of the coverage going to air live following a day's events would not have suited Australian audiences given Australia's time zones. Instead, a daily radio program, The Golden Ring Show, was broadcast on Triple J with Roy styled as Crouching Tiger and H.G. as the Hidden Dragon. Memphis Trousers. In 2005, they presented the Memphis Trousers Half Hour, a TV show they claimed was recorded in different American cities such as Baltimore or Albuquerque, ensuring that Australia is the flavor of the month every month. The show screened weekly on the ABC on Saturday nights and was named after an incident in which former Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser lost his trousers in a Memphis hotel. The show, seemingly filmed in the United States, was in fact filmed entirely in Sydney. The format was a parody of American talk shows and pretended to present Americans with new facts about Australia. Network 10. Roy and Amp H.G. joined Network 10 for the Sochi 2014 Winter Olympics coverage, where they hosted a commentary show called Roy and H.G.'s Russian Revolution. H.G.Nelson also joined Stephen Quatermain and Eliza Camblin for the Sochi Tonight Daily Show. Awards and nominations. Published works. 1989, Pants Off, This Sporting Life, by Roy Slaven and H.G.Nelson. 1993, Pound for Pound with Roy and H.G. 1993, Tool Talk and Wise Cracks with Roy and H.G. 1995, Roy and Amp H.G. present Alan Border, Cricket's First Saint. 1996, Petrol, Bait, Ammo and Amp Ice by H.G.Nelson, with a foreword by Roy Slaven, illustrated by Reg Mombassa. 2000, The Dream with Roy and H.G. The Sydney 2000 Olympic Games. 2016, This Sporting Life 30th Anniversary compilation album, released through ABC Music. Influence on artists in other media. In 2001, a portrait of Roy and Amp H.G. by visual artist Paul Newton won the Packing Room Prize and the People's Choice Award at the Archibald Prize.